Andy, I appreciate you sitting down with me. Brought your dad here as well. I want to find out all about you guys. First off, you opened up this dental lab in 2018, so a little less than 5 years ago. How did it all begin?
First, I provided digital design services to other laboratories. I just had my computer, a small scanner, and I was just doing mainly designs. After a few months, I saved up for a milling machine. And once I got that in, then we actually started producing. My father here, he helped out in terms of finishing. He's, I would say, the old school technician.
Yeah. How long have you been in the industry?
Around 40 years.
40 years.
2 years technology college, I graduate.
Okay.
After that, I immigration to New York. After that, I opened the lab. My laboratory is a KR Dental Studio. So I having a KR Dental Studio 30 years. I used to be in cosmetic.
Okay.
Cosmetic is the best technology, not digitalized. So only we working by hand.
Yeah, looking at it and working
You're right. Working by hand. As a cosmetic is the traditional is more naturally and lifelike work.
You've got to be pretty proud of your son.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm so proud.
Because it's a similar story to a lot of folks when they start a lab. Many of them, their father had a lab, they took over the lab. You kind of bounced around a little bit, and then you opened your own lab. How do you create and, more importantly, maintain relationships in the industry?
I would say it's just all about attitude. Even the previous places that I've been to, I still keep in touch with a lot of the colleagues that I used to work with. Always keep in touch, especially with reps that you come across. There's reps that are knowledgeable in materials and the new upcoming technologies. So you always want to be keeping in touch with that.
Yeah, you mentioned reps. Let's talk about true abutment. How did that relationship all begin?
I actually stumbled across true abutment on Google, actually, way back, I believe, in 2016.
Okay.
There's a startup laboratory in the city, and they had promoted split file design. True abutment will mill out an abutment, and you can mill out a crown at the same time and then piece it together, rather than getting the abutment into the laboratory, rescanning the abutment, and then make the crown. We were always having issues trying other implant manufacturers or abutment manufacturers where they didn't piece together as well as True Abutment's products did. And then from there, for me, I just stayed loyal.
So let's talk about your team. Is your strength more the technology, starting a business, or is it also building the team, finding the right people?
Yes, so definitely finding the right people. We have some guys here who have no dental experience at all, and we have to train them from the ground up. And then on the flip side, I have my guy Lawrence, who has followed me through 3 different laboratories, and then he joined me here. So, it's been a journey with him as well. We have a plaster person who takes care of our analog cases. We have 2 staff handling our admin work. It's my brother and as well as Steve. I have my younger brother who handles scanning. My father here is a ceramist. He handles finishing all the cases. Got my mother who's helping my father.
So, with all of these individuals, what are your goals? Where do you see your company in 5 years?
First goal right now is to actually hopefully move out of this space into a bigger one. We've been very fortunate that our growth has been pretty fast.
How do you stay on top of the new technology? What's coming out? What are your secrets?
Myself as well as Lawrence, we're always scouring forums and Facebook groups, and there's a lot of digital dentistry resources out there that we're constantly trying to see what's new, what's coming out. We're also talking with our reps, seeing what products that they're coming out with. whether it's a new zirconia or a new milling machine, new sintering furnace. The biggest piece of advice would be to always learn, and also know your client, know the clinician's end, know what they're going through. Although we're making a product, I would say it's even more important to know that we're providing a service as well. In this digital age where technology is evolving, even scanners are getting new updates and changing their entire interface. It's just important that you know it yourself so that you can be a resource to them on those fronts.
I told you already, so make the first of all education and the client care and the quality. That is the most important for growing the business.
This truly is a family-run business, originating from your dad. His creative, mind from 40 years ago into now. Now you're the president, you're the CEO, you have your brothers, you have your mom here. You work with your family, you go home with your family. How do you balance that? If you get mad at your brothers here, how do you just turn it off and go, well, let's go have a Thanksgiving now? I mean, are there challenges that come along?
It's definitely not easy to work with family, but I'll say also, because they're family, we can open up to each other. Even through the tough times, we know that everything that we do and everything that we go through together, we're 100%. There's no political battles in between, because at the end of the day, we're just trying to take care of each other, take care of our staff, and we just want this to be an environment that people want to work in and grow in as well. So this gift is for my father.
I'm sure.
Wow. Oh, thank you.
Didn't come true.
Andy, thanks a lot for allowing us to come in, sharing your story, also meeting your dad, listening to his stories. So much knowledge he has. Really appreciate letting us come in.
Oh, and thank you so much for coming by. We are growing. We are planning on moving locations, so please come again.
I'm going to come back to New York. All right, bud. See you later. Thanks a lot. Well, that's going to do it. Another episode in the book. Follow us as we continue our search, meeting more industry professionals just like that. I'm Jeff Kraft. See ya.